Welcome to Soul Sisters Podcast. I'm your girl Latrice.
I'm Future.
And I'm Cairo.
We have a very special person here today, y'all. We're going to give y'all a quick introduction. For those that caught the first episode, Cairo is the individual that we were talking about that we love. But she's getting flew out by Delta Airlines, so she will pop in when she can, but go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yes, I am Cairo Edie. I am a realtor. I'm on Future's team, the Elevated Collective. I've been a licensed realtor since 2020. I was full-time up until this year, 2024. I became a dual agent. And I'm just in my season of blowing out when I want.
Cairo been in her season.
I have, but now
when
I'm
I met Cairo, now you're unapologetic about it. When I met Cairo, I was on the phone with her dad, like, she won't stay in town. What do you want me to say to her?
So it's been a blessing. I absolutely love real estate. Truly, when I came into the industry, it was when it was crazy after the craziness of COVID, when the money was great. And it still is great if you hustle. So yeah, I'm excited to be here. I love them. Future has been my mentor since before she had a team. And Future introduced me to Latrice, and I love her as well. So it's a blessing to be here.
I love you too.
Latrice is so lovable.
She is like one of the coolest.
I love you guys so much.
Extra as heck.
Oh, she's gonna piss you off.
Oh, yeah.
That's fine. We all established we're all extra.
In our own unique way.
Yeah.
So, okay. Yeah. But yeah, I'm excited to be here.
So today has been a rough week, I'm sure. For most of you, life has just been lifing. I don't know, we are in a season of lifing right now. So I told the girls, like, can we get a little messy today? Like, can we gossip? Can we talk about people? Can we have story time? My clients already know I talk about them. Like, I tell them, like, I'm getting ready to make a post about you.
That's that extra stuff.
So
that's that extra stuff.
And that's fine. That's fine. But they love me just like y'all do. So they know I have their best interest at heart.
Right.
But I'm going to talk about you. But I'm going to talk about you to the face first before I do it. So, But yeah, so today we are going to talk about single women buying homes. So I'm going to just go ahead and let Kyra start us off. And then we go off the story time and we're going to talk about this topic, okay?
So there's lots of statistics about single women homeowners. But as far as what?
No, not you.
Oh.
It's not you, sweet. It's
as far as the National Association of Realtors, their research has shown that 19% of new home buyers last year were single women compared to 10% of single men. And of course, different sites have different statistics but for the most part, they're in the like 19 to 17%, and it's 8 to 10% difference in men and women. And we see that, especially in Metro Detroit. I have a lot of single men that purchase homes with me, but still a lot of single women. I don't know, like,
because we are the new rich men.
Oh my God, period.
We are.
I like that.
We are the new rich men. I'm just being honest.
So I told y'all we're going to be messy today, right? So we're just going to pivot just a little bit like we did with this episode, because we weren't supposed to talk about this, but somebody reached out to me and was like, you need to talk about this. And then somebody else sent me in Future a text like, y'all need to talk about this.
Our girlfriend who purchased a house as a dating woman and great financial.
She was a single woman.
She was a single woman, and it was a great financial decision. I sold that house and she made good money.
Yeah, she
2 years.
Walked away with a lot of equity. So, okay, see, I was about to be messy. Now I'm not going to be messy.
No, be messy. What do you have to say?
So I was just going to say, I work with a lot of single women buying homes as well. But you will not be able to tell because
honey, the men be there.
The men dictate.
I don't like that. I don't like that. I would buy that.
You need to offer this. And they have
this house ain't worth that. He got to have his room.
You should buy this room. I like one better. Like, they have, you have a lot of clients
sitting there like, oh, okay.
that are and a lot of times they don't even be in a relationship. They don't even be together.
I won't go that far. I know my clients.
Most of them be in relationships where I have experienced that. I have a lot of married girls, but where I have experienced that, they have. Wait. I'm gonna give the girls their credit.
So relationships or situationships? Because what I'm talking about is situationships. And people,
my girls be in relationships.
But some of the women are wising up, because that has been like the norm, especially not for women across the board. That has been the norm. But it popped in my mind. I'm gonna give the girlies credit. My last 2 clients who are in a relationship with the male or with the person has whispered in my ear to the side, like, hey, I need to make sure I can handle this. Hey, I care, but I need to make sure I'm gonna be comfortable.
Yeah.
But that's something new I'm just starting to see, because before it was like,
I think, things
you don't
change
like
with time.
this.
Things change.
My man don't like that.
That basement ain't big enough.
Sorry.
He gotta have his man cave.
Yeah. We need a 2-car garage, because he getting another car. Like, come on. Or when they come through, like, look at that up there. See, that don't look right. And it's like, sir, that's the drywall tape that just wasn't smoothed out properly. And like, sir, it's a colonial. You sure that roof ain't leaking? Because look at that spot and we in the living room. The roof is upstairs.
Oh, it's wild. But I think that goes just to like male ego, not even just in homeownership. I think it's just.
And we aren't here for a man bashing session, because you need to protect yourself too.
Oh, for sure.
Oh,
You
yeah,
guys need to
because
protect yourself too.
single men buying houses, and I'm like, okay, let's see what we're gonna do. Let's work this out. Make sure it's financially smart for you as well. But
I have some great stories about men purchasing homes to fit their woman needs. That's another episode.
I love that.
Can I say one?
They are
really
not
quick-
with those women anymore.
One really quick story. I had a client, and this was back when I was doing mortgages. He was buying a house in Texas. Sight unseen. He was relocating, I think, from either like Pennsylvania or Virginia. Moved to Texas. Realtor was like FaceTime him, showing the house. He loved the house. Got there. The girlfriend was like, I don't like this house. Let's put it on the market. Let's sell it. He called me and was just like, I know we only own the house a day, but can we sell it? I'm like, do whatever you want. It's your house. And he was just like, but I really like the house. I was like, so why are you selling it? So she saw a house that she was really interested in down the street. They went to go see it. He was like, the house isn't better than my house. And he shut her down and was just like, no, we're not selling. So
I think honestly across the board, if you're a single person, be smart about purchasing your home. We're speaking directly to women, but nobody should wait. A man who is trying to build himself up and get himself together shouldn't wait for a woman or a wife to purchase a home. The same way that a woman shouldn't wait for a husband or a partner to purchase a home. Get your money up, get your credit together, call one of us and purchase a house.
I think the conversation is surrounded around women purchasing homes, single women purchasing homes, because we all know men, are more privy to do what they want to do. And a lot of times women will have that attitude that I want to wait until I get married, so me and my husband can purchase our first home together.
Mm-hmm.
And we're more prone to wait for that special someone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true. And then just socially, for a long time, women couldn't own homes alone. So like historically, we're making strides. Like now, women are doing all types of things. But yeah, go for it. We kind of share your story about your home ownership, because you did it the right way. We kind of did some other stuff, but.
So before my husband and I got married, I was a mortgage banker, and I felt like I was operating in this space where I was helping so many other people become homeowners, but I hadn't done it for myself. So I was just like, what are you waiting for? And I was like, oh no, we should wait till we're married, and we can put both of us on the house, or we can put both our income and blah, 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 blah. And I was just, actually, what happened before that, we ended up breaking up.
Okay.
So we ended up breaking up, and then we were like kind of staying together while we were in the process of buying a house. And then when we broke up, I was like, I can't be broke up and still under the same roof as you. So I just ran and jumped into a rental lease, which I shouldn't have done. I should have kept going with my purchase process.
Right.
We ended up getting back together, lease ended, and we closed on, I closed on my house while we were engaged. And
How did Nick feel about you purchasing a house? Did he have an opinion about it?
he had an opinion. So he thought that the price point I was looking at was like too much. So he was looking at houses in Redford that were like $55,000. And he was just like,
Don't upset me.
no, but I'm sorry. I'm not trying to trigger you. But it was a different time. The market was way different, like completely different. But either way, we ended up compromising. We ended up coming to a house that all he cared about was having a basement and having a space where he can, I guess, escape, eat, or whatever. So we found a house that had a studio and his man cave. So
Right.
we came to an agreement. But either way, we weren't married. So And I was the one getting like the benefits because I was working for the mortgage lender. So
It made sense for you guys.
Yeah. So I ended up proceeding with the purchase, and I don't regret it. I'm glad that I did it at that time because the market was in a completely different space.
Right.
If I was to sell my house now, like 8 years later, like I have $100,000 or more in equity. Whereas if I had waited, I wouldn't have even walked away with a security deposit.
Right.
Like the year that I did decide to stay in rent, like I would have had even more equity. I would have had a 2% interest rate if I had not just jumped and ran like, oh, I got to get out of this house. Let me get into rent or at least. So I encourage people to take advantage because at the end of the day, you probably won't even get your security deposit back.
No.
You're walking away with nothing.
They definitely don't try to dog walk you in a security deposit. My situation is completely different. Me and my husband, we broke up too and ended up, someone ended up buying a house. He ended up calling me because everybody knows how to get some attention from me. Break up, he calls like, you know, will you still work with me? Because I want to buy a house now. Of course I'm going to work with you. And we started like dating. When we were dating, I made up in my mind that I was going to purchase a home. My daughter was going to high school. I wanted her to have some stability. So it was time for me to get pre-approved. I got pre-approved. In the midst of me getting pre-approved, him and I got engaged. In the midst of me being, because I was pre-approved, him and I got engaged, and I shifted over into his place and made that our home. Still was going to buy a house and let a family member move in, and he was uncomfortable with that. He felt like I was trying to have a safety net, and he didn't understand why I still needed to purchase a home because we were engaged, we were going to get married. And what did Latrice say?
Equity, you was a realtor.
I'm a realtor. And I'll let him tell me not to buy. I'm in love. I made a mistake because I own other properties and I just made a mistake.
Yeah.
Darn you,
Three times
Michael.
the equity now.
I don't want to hear it.
Okay.
Okay.
My situation wasn't too, well, it was different, I guess. My ex-boyfriend and I, long-time boyfriend, we did purchase a home together. We were not married at the time, and in hindsight, I would just say, like, if you're going to purchase a home, definitely have that conversation about, in the event that things don't necessarily work out, like, what does that look like for us moving forward? I don't regret my decision at all. It was an amazing investment opportunity. We were not just like looking for a house. That was not the path that we were on. But as a realtor, I came across a property and I'm like, look, this is a good opportunity. Like, let's do it. And he was down. So we went ahead and made that purchase. But, you know, now at this point, I'm preparing to buy my own house at the end of the year. And I'm really looking forward to that. So, and I'm single. So I'm a single woman. I'm about to be a part of that statistic, right? Like single.
You could be married by the end of the year.
I could, period. Come on, God. What you need to do. But if in the event that does not happen, I will be a single woman purchasing a home. And I'm really looking forward to it because
social media.
Oh my
God.
So on the DMs.
But yeah, that's a part of me transitioning into becoming a door agent as well. Just, you know, prioritizing my finances and just kind of like doing something different. Like I said, I'm in my season of doing whatever I want and I'm doing what I want.
I roll my eyes every time she said it because when were you not in your season?
I am unapologetically in my season now because
Okay.
now I'm just prioritizing.
I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let you have that.
Because I mean, at one point I was in a whole relationship with one other person.
Yeah,
you know, all that type of
yeah.
thing. Now I'm just doing me. I'm gone all the time. Might be here today.
She's college educated, no children.
Not the plug.
Yes.
But yeah.
She is eligible. I don't know how to latch that.
What? Anyway.
You got to be strong again.
That's not a requirement. Look,
Not a requirement.
requirement.
Well, what are the requirements, Carla?
Oh wow, this man.
Y'all not giving me messy, okay? So
Because we're talking about women help on this.
okay, so safe to say we all agree that you do not have to be married to purchase and that you should not wait, and that applies to women and men.
You looking for messy? Have you had a situation where how do you handle your clients who have Your women client, your female clients who have, I'm gonna redo that. How do you handle your female clients who have a situationship, a relationship, and they are leaning on his expertise more than your expertise? How do you handle that?
I try to be as professional as I can be and let people know that
Because you're a trip. I wonder what that would look like.
okay,
It's
so
probably a lot of facial expression.
so you know what's crazy? Yeah, because I can't hide how I feel. Like my face is gonna say it all. So one of my clients told me the other day, she was like, "You are an angry Care Bear," and I was like, "What is that?" She was just like,
Right.
she was like, "You are so sweet, but if you can't get your way, you get angry." And I was just like, but she's a friend. She's a good friend. So I could be very transparent with her and, you know, be real with her or whatever. So, and I feel like I have that same relationship with all of my clients. So I'm just very transparent. Like, look, you could do it your way or you could do it the right way, which is my way.
Basically, I'm still
I'm
hearing something like that.
I would have said something. I'm very blunt. So I'm just like, hey, look, we can do it that way. I'm with, you know, you want to write an offer 30,000 under? No, you know, whatever. Like, it's probably gonna make me look crazy, but you know, I'm just letting you know, don't be surprised if you don't get it. So I'll let my clients bump their heads, like,
Yeah.
you know, because I don't want them to feel like, oh, she don't do anything I ask her to do. And then they just go, you know, they'll leave you and go to somebody else that will do it, you know. So it's just like, if you want to listen to him, we can listen to him. But when you lose that house, don't be mad at me.
I think it's a continuous bumping of the head. Like I've had situations where, okay, we gonna do this, we gonna bump our head like once or twice. And then after that, are we wasting our time? You know what I'm saying? Because my time is money in real estate. So listen to what I'm saying. And if you trust your agent, then you should know I'm moving in your best interest, especially when you have community. I'm not just the agent out here hanging out, right? Like I have community and experience behind me. So that if I am like, okay, what should we do? How should we write this offer? I know when I'm submitting something, it's our best foot forward and I'm going to win because I'm competitive. Right. That's what I think. But I do get what you're saying because sometimes you got to.
No, I think once in a while, you got to let their head crack. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not trying to be mean. It's just the truth because sometimes you like Latrice said, I agree with what both of you ladies said, but you have to know your client. And sometimes you will tell the client no, and then they'll be Cairo's client because you're just trying to give them good advice. And they feel like, you know, she just trying to, you know, have me do this or have me do that. And it's just like, no, I want you to get what you're asking for. So I'm just trying to tell you how you need to get it done correctly.
So I have a lot of single women clients right now. And I think one of the most common things I'm running into, it's a difficult process because they're competing with people that aren't single and have a 2-income household. So they're just like, Latrice, you know, unfortunately, some of their offers, they lose out on, you know, so it's just kind of like, they get frustrated and it's just like, and they qualify for more. They just don't want to spend it because they want to make sure that they're trying to be responsible and they're not eating broccoli and applesauce sandwiches, you know, so.
It bugs me though, as a woman. Me and Cairo was working with a particular client and sweet as can be. But something that she said more than once to me was like, you know, when we would discuss, because I always have a conversation with my clients about what they can expect their monthly payment to look like before they are locked into the contract. Because I don't want it to be an issue for them at the end, and I don't want them to feel like they're house poor. And when we would go over that threshold or too close to, you know, her max mortgage amount, she would be like, you know, see, I don't have a husband like you. And, you know, if I had a husband, I can. And I'm just like, you know, I understand what you're trying to communicate, but you don't need a husband to be able to afford something. Like, you know, if you have a husband, awesome. Hopefully you have a good husband where you guys have an understanding on what's what, but that's not like a.
Well, her experience, I think, was because at one point,
but it's
she
not
was
just
different.
It's not just her though. Like that's something.
It's definitely.
You know, I'm just using her as an example, but if it was just her, I wouldn't have even brought it up. But it's not just her. It's something I've heard.
Okay.
So like numerous of times.
Yeah. So I will say another concern I have for my single women, and I said I'm bringing these up only because I don't want you to let that hinder you,
right,
or to stop you, because you're not alone. This is something a lot of people are dealing with, but they're overcoming it and being solution focused. So I have some clients that'll say, oh, well, I'm a single woman. I can't be in a corner house, or I work, at the plant and I leave at 4 in the morning or 6 in the morning or whatever. Like, I don't want people paying attention or watching what I do. Or single women that have children and they, are in a situation where sometimes
always wanting a condo. Like a lot of my single women, maybe it's the age range that I deal with, like they always want condos, and I'm like, or a townhouse. I'm like, girl, go get you a house. Like and I think it's the safety aspect. It's a safety aspect, and I'm like,
and the convenience. They don't have to deal with the yard.
Yeah.
I had one of my older homes. I can't be cutting no grass. I can introduce you to or snow if you live in
you can pay a landscaper.
Yes, I used to pay for landscaping.
I
always will pay for landscaping.
Did you
pay for a housekeeper?
Nick is allergic to grass.
Is he truly allergic to grass?
It's true. He had a heart attack during doctor results back to me, girl.
That's okay.
Did he?
Yes. So my dad. So and this we stuck giving it. So my dad told me
I love cutting the grass. He's like one of those.
That's not what you want.
You see them lines?
Yeah. He wants to do it all.
You see them lines right there, and I'm like, yeah, babe.
My dad used to do the landscaping when I first bought my house, right?
Oh, that's cool.
And then when we got married, on my wedding day, my daddy was like, "You just got your last cut." Like, period. Like, he's not cutting grass no more. So I was just like, okay. So I'm like, Nick, go cut the grass. And Nick, like, his allergies, like, it was all bad. Like, because I like the flowers. I don't want to plant flowers. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. Like, hey, let's do this together. No,
it's ministry.
It's not his. It's definitely not his ministry at all. Like, it's like he.
No, my husband ain't gonna do the flower thing, but
he had to put like a whole mask, gloves. It was all bad. So then it got so bad to the point where I'm like, why are your eyes always puffy? Like, is it pollen? Because we thought it was just pollen. He went and got an allergy test.
Slapped it on the table.
I'm sure he was happy. He wasn't smiling, but I know on the inside he was like, I'm like, okay, well, you just got another bill, sir. Like,
yeah, right.
But yeah, we definitely have to pay grass.
Yeah, so don't let grass, or maybe, I don't know. Yeah, it might be safety. It could be like the ease of having a condo or townhouse, but that's what I run into. Like my clients want that, and a lot of them end up in homes.
She had a condo, so you trying to understand what people want condos.
I had a condo with a partner, and it wasn't ideal for both of us to have high-rise condos
too.
Yeah, guys want condos too.
No, they want condos are one that you trying to force to buy houses.
They can buy a condo.
They can buy a condo. But that's just something I see single women wanting condos. It depends on the city that you're in, what you might get. That's what I'm saying.
I see a lot of my single women wanting condos. A lot of my single women.
Yeah, that disaster of a situation when she was looking for that condo.
Cool. Y'all not about to do this. We only gonna be messy to a certain extent, okay? We're not saying names, but
no, we're not gonna say no name. Good. Well, she ended up finding something that was perfect for her, but
yeah, it was and I think like people have to remember that condos and townhomes, they also come with HOA fees. My HOA fee was $1,000 a month, so while we were living in the condo, it came with the cost.
Yeah,
nothing to do with our mortgage. It was much more than that.
Yeah. So most of my clients that have bought condos like across the U.S. have been flight attendants or people that are away from home because they don't want to have to worry about maintenance and stuff like that.
Most of mine have been people who are here. They live right in Metro Detroit and they want a condo. And like Cairo said, like you have to take everything into account. Yeah, you're gonna save some money if you don't have to pay. Well, you feel like you save the money if you don't have to pay for landscaping. But how much is your HOA?
Baby,
because you are still paying for landscaping.
And once you own your home, you still have to pay your HOA fees. So like I was looking at condos for myself downtown, and the HOA fees were $3,000 a month.
Crazy.
So it's like, for me, what am I going to do? So that's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah. If you're thinking about taking a trip, you might want to come take a trip to Detroit. I gotta give them a plug. They have revitalized downtown Detroit, and it is amazing. We literally have like 8 millionaires row. I was working with the client and got to see all of downtown Detroit, the condos, and its glory. They have done a phenomenal job downtown. It's like the junk. I don't trying to focus.
The junk. So, what else do we have to say about buying a home and not waiting until you're married?
What did we talk about? Oh, the dowry rights. The fact that even if you are married, make sure that your paperwork is in order because
We don't have dowry rights
because,
anymore.
Yeah, we don't have that. Like, just make sure that everyone's name is on title, just in case something happens. Unfortunately,
Yeah, especially if you don't have a will, make sure that paperwork is tight. You have to protect yourself.
Yes, because probate is nothing. Do we want to go into that anymore, or like we just want?
I think that could be another episode, like the process of probate and
Okay.
like, you know.
But yeah, just protect yourself. So if you're not going on a mortgage, you should probably be on the deed or the title. Otherwise, it's not really your house. It's that person's house.
Not just hanging out.
Yeah.
Side bidding.
We're decorating my house. It's not ours.
Yeah, I started now. I'm like, that deed. I was like, why you keep pressing me up? So I'm like, because that we were going out of town. I think we were going to like Jamaica. We were going out of town. He was like, this is very bizarre. And she's like, no, this is necessary because I need to make sure this paperwork is tight.
Yeah. I think that's part of being adult, uncomfortable conversations.
Yeah, for sure.
Very. So speaking of uncomfortable conversations, I remember talking to my aunt. She was in hospice, and I was just like, "What are the plans?" You know, because people don't have these conversations, and it's absolutely necessary. And we had to hurry and get some stuff in order so that her children wouldn't have to go through probate when she passed away. So it's something that I think a lot of people don't talk about, but you need to talk about it. Like, you need to either have some type of quick claim deed established, a ladybird deed. It opened my eyes, and I got stuff situated for my mom too. Like, hey, what's going on? You know, so we have to look into that. So whether it be a quick claim deed, ladybird deed. All right. So in closing,
Buy a damn house.
Period.
so is that the topic? Buy a damn house?
Yeah.
We need a good catchy topic.
Buy the damn house. That's our soundbite right there.
Yeah.
Buy the damn house.
You wait.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna try because I know it's not gonna sound right.
Say it, Cairo.
No.
Please.
Buy the damn house. Why not? You know?
Don't wait.
Oh no, I was just Michael just add to make sure that they like, subscribe, share, comment, come back next week and make sure you tune in. If there is a specific topic, it does not have to be messy. It could be something just for your knowledge that you want us to touch bases on. Leave a comment and we will work it into our schedule.
Yeah, so be sure to comment on YouTube. My sister listened the other week and she was just like, why can't I comment on Spotify? And I was like, it's not that type of platform.
Right.
Comment. Do you comment when you listen to regular music on Spotify? So-
Right.
But yeah, leave comments on YouTube, on our Instagram at sold_sisters, SISTAS, and let us know what you want us to talk about.
Yes. Thank you, guys.
Thank you
Thanks
for
for
tuning
tuning
in.